Alright. So I made a U-turn right here. We're going to turn back and show you 2100 north of Crosby. And north of Crosby between Huffman and Crosby on the north side. So 2100 it's a lot of people go through here because they're coming in from the north side on the east side of the lake. So to my right, to our right, is it's the Lake of Houston. All this greenery you'll see over here on the right, about a mile down is the Lake of Houston. So yeah, 2100, a lot of people cross it up and down, north and south, and because of that, it's growing. Look at all these little dealerships. Well, these little bars, this is Pookies. Little bars that have been here forever. There's RV parks, or not trailer parks, but RV parks, like temporary stay for people that are working in the refineries here in town temporarily in the Crosby, Baytown area, Channelview. So they'll come over here and get a spot. This new gas station over here, Exxon on the right, I'll tell you about it. But here's Foley Road, and Foley Road, there's a nice neighborhood down in there to the right. Really nice houses by the lake. So then you have all these feed stores and grass fields over here. Crosby produces a lot of grass for like new neighborhoods and stuff. 18-wheelers up on 18-wheelers come out of Crosby with all this grass. You can see on the left all these grass fields. There's Walton Turf Farms. All right, and then coming up is the north side of Newport. Yeah, I can see right there on the right, the sign. This is Diamond Head, and it's north of Diamond Head. So the area has also been improving. I have a feeling right here in the corner on the right, they're gonna do like either gas stations, shopping centers, or pharmacies, something. That's why they leave all this land along the highway clear for future commercial use. Newport Community Baptist on the left. More grass field. A lot of land for sale up here. A lot of traffic on 2100. So then we have these nice barbecue places coming up right as you go into Crosby. But I forgot to tell you about that Exxon gas station. That Exxon gas station, man, it hit. I mean, a lot of people were waiting for that. We already had the other one, Valero. Valero's been there forever, but Valero was kind of getting to be a small place for 2100. And so when Exxon came with a big piece of land and a big parking lot, it really helped out. They have place for 18-wheelers to pump fuel in the back. They even have a Checkers. I'll finish telling you about that. But to the right is straight off the road barbecue. We just passed it. And so we're going into Crosby. There's dental clinics here. Peso's Mexican restaurant is here. Iguana Joe's right here on the right. Peso's on the left. You got Arlen's Market on the left. There's a lot of, not a lot, there's a few doctors and dentists here along the highway. Here's that nice little entrance to Newport. This is kind of like the mid entrance, because up ahead at the light is South Diamond Head, which goes into Newport. We got banks right here on the left. all kinds of shopping center, car washes. There's the old school car wash on the right and old school gas stations, but there's new ones coming up, and I'll show you up ahead over the bridge. Compass Bank right here in the corner at Diamond Head, Newport, nice neighborhood. I went in there when I was looking for a house, but the only reason why I didn't go back in there is because the street's kind of curved. It's kind of like shaped like S's, like letter S. Oh, there's mechanic shops right here on the left, dealerships. Oh, crawfish. Crosby is a big place for crawfish. Dentist on the right. So this bridge right here, they had to build it about 3 years ago. Today is 2018. It's March. And so about 2015, somewhere around there, they built this bridge we're on. And it goes over the railroads because there was a lot of trains coming by, and they would stop the major traffic that was developing here. Here's another gas station on the left, a Mobile. Big gas stations. Tacos, refresqueria on the left. Nice place. Antiques, custom shops for your cars. Look right here on the right. Wheels and window tint. We just passed an old car wash. I mean, Crosby's got everything. When I first heard about Crosby, I was told that this was kind of like a little small town in the middle of nowhere. And so as I started driving over here, I found out it wasn't what people were telling me, and it's been growing ever since. The high school right here on the right built a giant stadium. Matter of fact, this high school became a middle school because they built a new high school behind the Walmart. Yep, Walmart. We have had a Walmart in Crosby for a long time. So this is Crosby Middle School now, on the right here at the light at Krennic. And I think there used to be an HEB here, they say, and it became a Crosby ISD office, maintenance office for the buses. Advanced auto parts, auto parts, Popeyes, Domino's. Here's the entrance to the new high school on the right. The big red machine is the marching band right here. Red Summit. Red Summit is a street that they opened up to build the high school back there. People say that it was supposed to be a neighborhood, but I guess they never got developed, and they built a giant high school back there. I've never seen it, but it costs millions and millions of dollars to build. So then here's a brand new Wendy's right here on the right next to Walmart. There's Walgreens on the left. Walmart gas station on the right. So Baytown Seafood on the left. And it just keeps growing. It keeps growing. Property prices are very high in this area. I really wish I could find a nice place out here, but it's too expensive. Because what it is Crosby right here where we're driving through, it's pretty busy, but as soon as you get out, 10-minute drive out of here, you're already in the country, but it's really nice open space. That's one thing that I like about Crosby is the open space. There's not a lot of forest areas over here. Everything is grass fields, hay fields. So that's why I just love coming out here. I love Crosby. Open grass. And I met a guy who used to be a crop duster. And at first I didn't know what a crop duster was. Here's a McDonald's on the left, China Co on the right, KFC, and this is Highway 90. There's the Jacinto River also coming from the lake on the right, and a lot of people come over here four-wheeling. There's an off-road park. Might be two of them, but right there at the light, there's a Starbucks. You turn to the right, old 90, because the highway behind it is the new 90. But right here at the light is old 90. You go down there, man, you're gonna have fun, especially if you have a four-wheeler. So if you haven't been out here, come check it out. We've been out here a couple of times. It's fun, and it only keeps growing. So yeah, so I was saying, yeah, the Crosby area, open grass field. And so my buddy was let me change lanes. I see a car broken down up ahead. They've been developing the area and opened new lanes here, and it gets confusing because right here, the lane that I'm in used to be a lane that went straight ahead. Here's a car that broke down. Oh, he's got a flat. Oh man. But anyways, now it turns right only, as y'all can see right here ahead. It turns right and it goes into that neighborhood. It's kind of strange. This Frank's collision on the right moved in, and it's a big business. They're developing a gas station, looks like, right here in the corner on the right. And this is FM 1942 to the left. And this is Barrett Station. On this side of the highway is Barrett Station. So as y'all can see, they got new roads, or the road was widened, and it's basically 5 lanes, 2 of them going south and 2 going north, and then the middle lane, the middle turning lane. So Barrett Station is also looking pretty good. So my buddy was a crop duster, and I didn't know what a crop duster was. So I asked him one day, I was like, man, you keep talking about this crop duster deal. What does that mean? And so basically, he was a pilot, an airplane pilot. And what it was is, he says that there was rice fields all in this area. And so the airplanes would come down and throw the insecticides or something like that to kill all the bugs off the weed and all the stuff that were growing out here, the rice. And so that there was a lot of airplanes at one time, I guess back in the 90s, 80s, I don't know, flying all over this area and coming down very low on the fields. The rice fields is the main thing he would mention. And so that's what he did, but then he claims that the government did something and the people couldn't grow rice anymore. I guess it was taken out of the country or something like that. Oh, here's a Freedom MX Park. So if you got those, what are they called? Not mud bicycles. I forget what they call them, like BMX. But anyways, there's off-road parks for all kinds of stuff like that. So we're still headed south, and we're gonna get to I-10. We're gonna get to I-10. Here's a cemetery, a real big cemetery. So 21, we're still on 2100. I'm trying to get to I-10, and that's how I go home. So here's another pit entrance, Battleground Speedway right here on the right. Big open fields. So yeah, they used to grow a lot of rice, a lot of other produce down here, and it stopped. It stopped for some reason, and now all people grow is hay for the horses and the cows, and grass for the new houses, for the new neighborhoods. I believe Banana Bend Park is right here to the right, somewhere. I couldn't tell you for sure where exactly, but Lancon Materials on the right. Oh, it's a pit. They dig out sand and stuff like that. There's a big old pit in Crosby on FM 1942 that they dug it out. They got a lot of material out of there. Here's another RV park on the left. And this is mostly for workers. It's not like a family trailer park. So this pit, after they took out everything they needed, they sold it for $40,000, and it was like 20 acres. And that was really cheap, and I thought, wow, someone can do something with that space. I know it's just a pit full of water now, but man. And so sure enough, somebody bought it, and they made an RV park for these, for the workers that come out here looking for places to park their RVs. So it turned out really good. He's making money out of a property he got for only $40,000. I mean, a car nowadays is $40,000. So yeah, that guy got that property and he's making $40,000 a week probably. Very blessed, very smart person. So we're entering Highlands. Highlands is right here. So Highlands, also a small town. And there's a lot of RVs over here parked on the left. Body shops, mechanic shops here in Highlands, and a lot of people live here. Little resale shops. We have a big old food store, food town. There you go, food town. I guess Highlands compared to Crosby is maybe a little bit behind in development. I don't know, it's just what I think, because I still see a lot of the old school little shops. Right here on the left used to be Massey Ferguson tractor place. I remember years ago I came here trying to buy a tractor, and then I was ignored. They just ignored me like if I didn't belong. And now I drive by and that place is shut down, abandoned. And guess who's got a tractor? And it's not a Massey Ferguson. It's a Kubota. Kubota gave me 2 tractors the day I went. 0 interest rate. So, I mean, I can't compare. Matter of fact, we just passed a Kubota back there. We rewind the video. Here's the RV place, Tejas Motorsports on the left. That's where we buy 4-wheelers and off-road cars and bikes. It's expensive, but it's the only big shop where whenever you feel like on the weekends going out and buying a 4-wheeler, boom, they're right there. That's what happened to me. The day my wife and I said, let's go get a 4-wheeler. Boom, right there. So, but Highland does have nice little spots. And I believe it's called Canvas Products. I believe it's called Highlands because, hey, White Lakes Estates, right there on the right. Nice neighborhood. Look at that. I'd never noticed. I drive by here and never notice such a nice neighborhood. And then more RVs on the right. RV front, RV park. Ooh, lots of RVs. Motels or hotels, suites. So yeah, to the right, you can kind of see the water. And we're very high off the water. And I think that's why it's called Highlands. There's some people going four-wheeling down there by the river. Oh, there's the water. See some boats. And the bridge you see, the highway you see is I-10. So we're here. We're at I-10. I think this little spot should be a little more tourist. Oh man, this guy stops traffic. But I mean, there's, you can't really go in the water. It's like a cliff down there, but it looks pretty nice. It's nice to build places by the water. All right, so we're at the intersection. It says leaving Highlands, drive carefully. Yep. So pretty old, beat up intersection. Up ahead, we're not gonna go, but up ahead, if you keep going straight from here, there's a ferry and there's the Jacinto Monument. I'll zoom in. You can see the Jacinto Monument with a star on top, way behind the tree line. And so what I was gonna say is there's a ferry if you keep going that way. And that ferry crosses the Jacinto River. It crosses you to the other side and on towards Pasadena. All right, I'm gonna stop here, pump some gas. So hopefully this video was helpful to someone. I'm gonna get on I-10 real quick, and I believe it's right here. It's kind of tricky, I've never done it, but I'm gonna go ahead and record this entrance. It's like not even noticeable. Some cones there, like someone crashed right there. I'm gonna floor it because I have a feeling we're just gonna be thrown into I-10 traffic. I'm at 50. I'm at 3,000 RPMs. And yep, it threw us onto the highway, and I'm next to a car that won't let me in. And 18,000 RPM, not 1,800 RPMs, 70 miles an hour. We're on I-10, just like that. There's a little Jeep that wouldn't let me in. All right. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and stop here and pump some gas.